Okay, so now we'll discuss about bones. Done with joints, done with skeletal system. Now detail about bones. Bones provide support to our body and help in forming the shape. Okay, so bones also protects very delicate organs. Okay, bones are the framework. Okay, and they are made up of protein called collagen with mineral called calcium phosphate. Okay, that is how your bones are very hard and strong. So you have to take diet that is rich in vitamin D, take diet that is rich in calcium, and also the food that is rich in protein to keep your bones hard and strong. Bones store calcium and release some into the bloodstream where your body is in need of it. Okay, the amount of some vitamins and minerals that you eat, especially vitamin D and calcium, directly affects how much calcium is stored in your body. So whenever you need extra calcium, what automatically the brain nerves will send signal to the brain, and the brain will instruct your bones to send the calcium that is being deposited in the bone through the bloodstream, and the blood will take it to the part where you actually need them. Okay, so actually this is a piece of bone. Okay, and these piece of bones joins together your one part, your upper arm, upper leg, lower leg. Okay, your collarbone, shoulder bone, rib cage, vertebral column. Okay, so this is your upper arm. Okay, and this is your whole frame of skeletal system. Okay, so we have various bones in our body, like we have bones in the upper limb, in the lower limb, rib cage, backbone, shoulder bone, and pelvic bone. We'll discuss each in detail. Okay, so we have few bones in the upper arm. Okay, so here is the diagram. So upper arm is basically divided into three regions. Okay, so forearm, okay, your arm, forearm, and your hands. Okay, so there are actually totally 30 bones you could find over here. Okay, so single large bone which you could see in the upper arm is nothing but the humerus, and here in the lower arm you have something called radius and ulna. Okay, then in the wrist you have something called carpals. Below to the blue, which is blue in color, you call it as metacarpals, and the small ones which you see, small bones which you see in the finger. Okay, where your finger is bent. Okay, there also you have joints, and that is what you call it as phalanges. Okay, so totally in the arm, one arm you have 30 bones. Bones in the lower limb. Okay, so this is the lower limb. Again, in hand you have humor. In leg you have femur, the thigh bone, that is the largest bone in your body. Okay, the femur bone, the thigh bone. Then in between the knee, okay, there is a bone called patella. Okay, then you have radius and ulna in your arm, tibia and fibula in your leg. Then you have tarsus. In the wrist you have carpals. In legs you have tarsals, again metatarsals and phalanges. In your hand, finger, and your toe fingers you have the bones called as phalanges. Okay, here also you have actually 30 bones. Next you have something called rib cage. Rib cage is nothing but the arrangement of the ribs. Okay, all the ribs are actually meeting in a center to a center bone, what you called it as sternum. Okay, so it is also called as thoracic cage. Okay, actually it protects two delicate organs, your heart and your lung. That is why this is, and it looks like a cage, and that is the reason it is also called as rib cage. Okay, so basically you have 12 pairs of rib cage, and the last two pairs, could you see this one and this one? These two pairs are not attached to the sternum. They are not attached to the sternum. That is the reason they are also called as floating ribs. Then is your backbone. Backbone is one of the peculiar characteristics of being a human being. That is, the backbone is the one which helps you to stand straight, sit, okay, walk, run, jump, all to do all these stuffs. Okay, to feel your backbone, you just stand straight and bend to the ground and run your fingers, or you can ask your friend to do so. If you have your brothers and sisters, if you have your parents, even you can ask them to bend to the ground, and you could just run your fingers on their back. You could feel the vertebral column. Okay, so it just houses a spinal cord. Okay, with the one which controls the whole body system. Okay, there are that sends signals to the brain telling you to do so and so things, and the brain reacts to it, and the brain receives the signal, the muscles receive signal from the brain and reacts, and that is how the muscles help you to do all these things, whatever you want to do. Even when I am talking to you now, I'm just teaching you something. I'm just looking through my PPT, I'm seeing something through my eyes, and the nerves which are there in the eyes, that is the optic nerves, is just sending the signal to the brain, telling you you are seeing these things and you are talking these things. Okay, olfactory nerves, in the that helps you me to talk. I'm teaching you so many things, discussing with you so many things, and this is how. And then it just sending the signal to the brain, and the brain is reacting to it. Okay, so in a human vertebral column, there are normally 33 vertebrae. The upper 24 are separated, and the down one is like fused together. Okay, the nine down one, they are just fused together. You could see here below. Okay. Next, we have something called shoulder bone. In the shoulder bone, you just take your hand and just place it behind your neck, like below to the neck. On the two sides you have something called shoulder bone. Okay, on the front you have something called two bones. When we come for the online classes, I'll show you. That is the reason your shirts also got a name called collar, because of the collarbone. And you have humerus. Humerus is this is humerus. Okay, this is humerus. Okay, this is collarbone, and this is your shoulder bone. Next is your pelvic bone. Pelvic bone encloses the portion of the body below stomach. Okay, it's supposed to hold the body when you are just sitting and getting up from a place. Okay.